I heard about Brain Life Center through my mother and a couple friends of mine that had been through the program that I just went through. And it took me about 6 months or so to really start, like, really taking sight on how much they changed. Because I'm with them about once a month, and then progressively I started seeing really big change in motivation in life, better sleep habits, and just different things that I saw with them progressing. So I became very interested and wanted to jump into one of their programs. Yeah, so I've heard of the technology before, but I had very small amounts of understood information regarding it. So being able to come here and sit down in the first consultation really helped my understanding as to how it can be implied in my life through these sessions, and then the continued protocols in my actual day-to-day life made massive improvements for me. Yeah, when I first met your guys' team, I was questioning how much it would help me. I was not super expectant because there are so many health and wellness fads out there that are not worth your time or money. So coming here, I just through the last 12 to 15 years of experience, I wasn't expecting a lot. So that's just a frank answer. I thankfully by the end was, that questioning of it was dismissed. I did my own research on top of the original consultation with Brain Life Center's team, and quickly discovered that this is something that's been around not just for the last like 5 years, but it's been decades long of scientific research and whatnot, and that has been able to help me really trust the technology. Going into these sessions, I can truly just step into relaxation and quickly just let the technology do their thing. And it's not me having to work something up and, have an adrenaline dump because I'm stressed or anything like that through the session. So my expectations were just to be relaxed and receive anything that I'm going to receive. And it's a passive thing that my brain was able just to take on. And I was thankful for that just because of my lifestyle being pretty high demanding and physically and emotionally stressful. So coming into these sessions, I made sure just to set aside and segment this time in my day was going to be something really just beneficial for me, just to relax and passively receive all the benefits of the technology. At the beginning, it was just going through a challenging time of life. So I was just really, hopeful to see a change through this program and get a lot better over time with like specifically motivation and performance at work. Even now, which I'm, a couple months, 3 or 4 months out of the program, I would say it's even better than my previous number, which was about a 6 or a 7. I would say that it's probably up to about a 9. That doesn't mean it's not, still challenging and filled with, some anxiety here and there. But, I recently just launched a second side business, and, that's been going quite well. And the motivation and capability on my end to cognitively deal with all the problems that I come up with every single day, it's been more fluid for me in the problem solving aspect of it. Yeah, so for my family, the Brain Life Center intensive program, I would say the biggest thing that I saw was within my mother. She did the intensive program, and I was amazed because she had dealt with sleep issues and health issues for literally her entire life. I'm 31 years old. As long as I can remember in my adult life, I can remember her having severe sleep issues and other issues in life. And this drastically changed her life from, having to go to bed at almost 2 a.m. because of sleep issues to being able to consistently be in bed by 10 p.m. and actually falling asleep, which is huge because we can all get in bed, but that doesn't mean you're actually falling asleep right away. So seeing her really shift her physical time frame of sleep was huge, which also affected the rest of her life cognitively, being able to function, in my opinion, a lot higher throughout her day just because of this technology running its course through the intensive program of Brain Life Center. My wife also did this. I would say that for both of us, one of the big things is the capability of dealing with anxiety. So obviously every relationship deals with anxiety and emotional challenges. If it's a good relationship, you will run into stuff. So being able to just walk through things together in a peaceful manner and not being overwhelmed by challenges and hurdles that come in our day-to-day and week-to-week life, that was something that was very beneficial just going through this program. And, the number on the original chart that I mapped out when I first started, my anxiety was extremely high just dealing with certain things in life, which obviously brings challenges to my relationship with my wife. And, you know, her also doing the program, me doing the program by the end. And then for the last 2 months since we've been done with it, it's been very helpful just being able to stay calm within anything that comes our way. Yeah, so what I would have to say to any man that would be potentially interested in the Brain Life Center intensive program, if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety, challenges in your work where you're feeling extremely foggy, and maybe you're coming home from a 9 to 5 and not being able to stay present with your children, Brain Life Center is a great thing to do and to have implemented into your life week to week, month to month, whatever it is for you specifically based off your time frame. It can be something that can be transformative for you, for your family, and for everyone around you, potentially even in your business, just for you to be a more high functioning father, son, husband, or work colleague.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.